Hi everyone! So today's video is a Q&A where I'm answering questions that you as subscribers have asked me. So thank you to everyone that did. I got a few on the last video I posted, and then I got a bunch more on the picture I put up the other day of Phoebe and Roxy. And if you're sat there thinking, who the hell are Phoebe and Roxy? Wait, what's happened? Well, they are the two new guinea pigs that have recently joined our little family. If you haven't heard of them yet, then please go and watch the two latest videos on my channel. They're vlogs where we bring the new piggies home, introduce them to the girls and put them in the cage. So all four of them are behind me right now and we'll see what they get up to in this video. So for the Q&A, I have 5 main topics and they are: number 1, the guinea pigs, of course; number 2, me; number 3, guinea pig cages; 4, guinea pig care; and last but not least, guinea pig supplies. And just to get one question answered straight away, that is the fact that my name is Sarah and the 4 piggies are Willow, Lyra, Phoebe and Roxy. I've just had a little look in the cage behind me and it's very chilled at the minute. So we've got Willow and Roxy in the hammock behind me, and then over this side we've got Lyra and Phoebe having a munch on some hay underneath the wooden arch. Okay, first topic, the piggies. And one of the questions I got asked most was what breeds are Roxy and Phoebe? And both of them are mainly Abyssinian, so you can tell this by the way they've both got rosettes all over their body. They both also have Peruvian in them, especially Roxy, because you can tell by her huge shark's fin of hair that comes out the back of her. And then Phoebe, I think, has a bit of Teddy or Rex in her because her hair is much coarser and more textured than Roxy's, who is really smooth and sleek and really straight. Next question was a tricky one and it was describe each piggy in one word. Okay, so I've given this some thought. For Willow, I am going to go with simply chill. She is such a chill pig, she's so relaxed all the time, she sleeps a lot. Yes, she's a senior pig, but she's so laid back and easygoing. Next up, Lyra. I have to go with diva because ultimately she is a diva pig. Especially now she's the dominant one, you know, she's head of the pecking order. She can be a bit picky with the other piggies and she's excellent at telling off the young piggies when they get too close or they bother her. For Phoebe, I'm gonna go with mischievous because she is such a cheeky little soul. She is forever up in everyone's faces, she's copying the adults, she's just into everything, really curious, really cheeky, but she's also utterly adorable at the same time. For Roxy, this was especially tricky because her character is still coming through. She comes across as very nervous and kind of cautious, but then other times she can be outgoing, she'll race around on popcorn. So describing her in one word is really hard, and at the moment I'm gonna go with whiskers because that's one thing that definitely stands out about her, and it kind of alludes to the fact that she's so apprehensive and likes to assess the situation first. And that is the fact she's got these huge whiskers and they are seriously about 6 times the length of a normal guinea pig's whiskers. Third and final question in the piggies, we've got are all my piggies adopted? Willow is actually my only official rescue guinea pig at the moment. When I got Lyra 5 years ago, I responded to an advert on Pre-Loved and it was for a pedigree Lunkaya guinea pig, a single female, and I just saw that advert. I really wanted her to come home and live with my other guinea pigs at the time, including Willow. Phoebe and Roxy were also an advert on Pre-Loved and they were actually from a hobby breeder, so it's someone who breeds guinea pigs occasionally, and I could tell by talking to the lady that she was really passionate and really cared about where the guinea pigs would go to, so that's where they are from. Okay, next topic is me, and the first question is what made me get guinea pigs in the first place? So I was 16 at the time and basically had pestered my mum for a long while about getting another pet. I'd had hamsters before but wanted something where it was bigger responsibility. I really wanted a dog or a cat maybe, but I think mum won the compromise with guinea pigs. I absolutely fell in love with the piggies when I got them and I have owned them ever since. Next up is what is my dream amount of piggies and what is my favourite breed? The breed is easily answered, and that has to be Luncaria piggies. I just love the fact that their hair is so insane, the fact that Lyra is one and she's very special to me also. I do love other long-haired breeds such as Texels and Peruvians, but ultimately the breed isn't that important to me. Getting to know that individual piggy regardless of what they look like is what it's really about. And for my dream amount of piggies, I could go overboard and say like hundreds, but let's be realistic here. I really like to bond with individual piggies, and that's obviously harder the more you have. So I have a busy life as well. If I had the cage space, then maybe I'd get another 2, but probably 4 to 6 is ideal for me. I was also asked how many guinea pigs have I had in total and who was my oldest living guinea pig. I worked this out the other day and I've actually owned guinea pigs for 14 years now, so that's like most of my life. And my oldest guinea pig was Sprite. I think she was approaching 7 years old, but Willow, we don't really know how old she is. She's definitely a senior piggy, and it could be that she is 7 or maybe getting a little bit older than that these days. Moving on, we've got cages, and there was a few questions on cages, and the first one was, what are the measurements of my cage? The cage behind me measures 70 centimeters wide by 2 meters in length, and it's equivalent of a 2 by 6 CNC cage. I had to recently check this because, of course, adding 2 new guinea pigs to the herd, I wanted to make sure the cage size was big enough, and it does actually meet the recommended size for 4 piggies, so I was really pleased about that. There is some scope to increase it as well, so we'll see about that in the future. Also relating to cages, I was asked what bedding do I recommend and what fleeces are best. The combination of having fleece and then a newspaper lined litter tray really works for me, and I would recommend that to other owners as well. As for which fleeces are best to use, I would actually say those cheap fleece throws that you can get in home department stores, Primark in the UK, B&M, over in America, maybe you can pick them up in places like Target and Walmart. Those like really flat fleece where it's not that fluffy, because that's great for little bits of hay don't get stuck in them. It's easier to sweep up the poops. Next up was, what would you say is a good cage size for 2 adult guinea pigs? And I really have to agree with that chart that you see. I think it was published by Guinea Pig Cages with the cute little cartoon guinea pigs on, and it gives you the minimum size and then the recommended size. That chart is one of the best pieces of advice out there on the internet for guinea pigs. And for 2 piggies, the minimum is 8 square feet, but the recommended is 10.5 square feet, and I think that's perfect really. I'd go with the recommended over the minimum, but I would have to agree with that chart. Next topic is guinea pig care, and the first question is, do you think it's more work with 4 piggies instead of 2 piggies, even though they're in the same cage? Phoebe here is going to help me answer this one, because she knows that the answer is a resounding yes. Basically, there's twice as much of everything. Even though these girls are only small, they do a lot of poops. And yeah, I have been doubling up on all aspects of care really. So cleaning out the litter tray twice a day, giving the vegetables more often, changing the water bottles more often, and topping up the pellets, things like that. Basically, I would say it is double the amount of guinea pigs. Next up, someone asked, how do I manage to cut all their nails? And I wasn't sure whether this was a rhetorical question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. And that's that baby guinea pig nails are actually quite easy to cut because they're so straight. You can nip off the very sharp point quite easily. If you are struggling with nail clipping though, I do have a good video in the description below that you can check out, and in that video I am actually cutting baby nails as well. Roxy is here now for this one, and the next question was, what is my advice for senior guinea pigs? And owning senior guinea pigs is really the same as if they're young or adult, unless you're aware of an underlying health problem that they have and that you're managing. But my best advice for older piggies would be to keep a close eye on their health, and if you suspect something is wrong, take them to the vet as soon as possible. The earlier they get treated, then the easier it is to treat and the more likely they are to recover and be in full health. So if you've got an older piggy, don't hesitate to take them to the vet if you suspect something's not quite right. So before this one gets too fidgety, the next question on guinea pig care was, how do I teach baby guinea pigs to drink? And it is a very valid question because it is quite worrying as a new owner that the baby guinea pigs don't know what this water contraption thing is if they've never seen it before. So in answer to that, I would keep a close eye on them once they've got over the first few days where they're unlikely to drink anyway, and you can substitute water with juicy vegetables like cucumber is always a big hit for baby guinea pigs. But once they are gaining confidence, they are quite curious and they will find the water spout on their own. But I would also put a bowl of water in there for them and only take that out when you're confident you've seen all your baby guinea pigs drinking. You can see the bubbles rising, so they're getting water out of the bottles. Okay, so the final topic was guinea pig supplies, and there are two questions here which also get asked a lot in general, and they are, number one, where did I get the hammock from? I always bang on about the hammock. It's a favourite with all the piggies, and the new piggies love it too. So the hammock is from an Etsy shop based in Germany. One of my Australian guinea pig friends bought it for us a couple of years ago, and it is honestly the favourite thing my guinea pigs have in the cage. So I'll put the link in the description below, and please do go and check out their Etsy shop. The other question was, do I buy my hay in bulk, and if so, where from? So I don't buy it in bulk, but it does come in big bags from the local shop. I think maybe 6 or 8 kilos, and it is also available online. I do actually put links to all products that I recommend in the description box at the bottom of my videos, and the hay is always in there. I do also get Timothy hay for my piggies. Recently they've had the Alfalfa King Timothy hay, and I've also tried a Small Pet Select one which they loved equally, and I maybe think that was a little bit better quality than the Alfalfa King one, so I'll put links to both those hays in the description as well. So that is all the questions I picked out for this video. If there's any that I didn't answer in this video, then please put them in the comments below and I'll make sure I do get back to you. If you did enjoy this video and you learned something new, then do give us that like button, leave a comment to let us know that you're supporting the channel, and also if you're not already, then please hit that subscribe button. We will be back very soon with more videos, so look out for those, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye!